about you know about all those things. PCI hyphen DSS, and that we have some paper compliance. Okay, so this is what you can say that here we have different kind of you can say frameworks in the market right now. Okay, so they have some different kind of best practices, you can say that here, or you can simply say that it's all about the structured approach we have right now, and then we have set of guidelines. Basically it's helping to use to build, manage, or understand something. You want to build something, you want to understand something, and you want to manage something in the company. Example like Mahesh, we have some NIST approach, so we have some cybersecurity frameworks. It's all about how to identification of the attacks. Okay, how do you protect, how do you detect, how do you respond, and how do you what lesson learn you doing it. So this is a step-by-step approach, everything all about, right? See, in the MITRE framework, we have some TTP, tactics, techniques, and procedures here. So that if any attacks happen doing it, so what's the techniques, tactics, and procedure gonna using it by the particular attackers. CIS control is more about, you can say that here is 18 controls, like example like data protection kind of things or any other things you can see that here. Okay, so this is you going to following it. So this is the different kind of frameworks you can say that here. Wait a second.
Okay, Mahesh.
Okay. So your questions are the right now we can say, Mahesh, where is this CGIT frameworks? Okay, fits in the organizations. If any, if I'm not asking question,
For governance.
yes, where it is fits in the organization basically. Okay, so this is the CGIT is all about, like you can say, governing and managing the enterprise IT. Okay, how do you governance and how do you managing the enterprise IT basically? So I would say that here, like you are the professional and you aligns the business goals, you need to understand the business goals of the company, right? Mahesh, we have in the banking, what's your business goals are? We have to doing different branches in our particular country, and if our bank is growing, I have to creating the branches globally, you can say that here. So what's your goals of the business, and what is the delivery value, what kind of value you can providing to the banking system, you can say it here. And how do you mitigate the risk? Okay, like example, Mahesh, we have lots of different kind of risk in like fraud detection. Okay, so example I'm talking, Daniel, that if you find out any fraud detection in the company, so how do you doing risk assessment, risk management doing it? Okay, how do you providing value to the company banking system, you can set here. What is your business goals? Okay, that's what the things will be in the CGIT you want to understand, my dear. So we have COBIT is one of the things we will gonna discuss about. We will discuss about ITIL, like you can say information technology infrastructure library. Okay, and we talking about some ISO IEC 3800 500, you can start here. ISO IEC 27001. We discuss about CS and IST frameworks. Okay, we discuss about this IT framework. Okay, so these are the different kind of regulations. That's kind of different kind of compliances, which is help and support you to basically is providing value to the company. Okay, the problem right now, what happened, Daniel, like the process are not good, or you can say not are what maturity, actually not matured the process is actually, and that is why the auditors are going to doing some audit and finding out the vulnerabilities or not compliance things in the company. So if you're gonna using it like approach like I would say Corbett framework, okay, and you're going to using ITL framework, okay, you're gonna doing it, and you can say ISO 27000 work doing it, or you can to using NIST framework. So it is help and support your company to growing faster. It's going to reduce your processes, okay, and all those things, my dear. Okay, so let's start like which is things are basically important. Let me sharing to you because it is helps to you. I would say that here is governance. If you're talking about here, sir. So couple of things I'm going to be help you out. This is supporting rules. Like you can say we discuss about COBIT. Okay, this is the control objectives for information and related technologies. You can start here. We discuss about sir ITAL, right? It's a best practices you're going to doing it. We discuss about like sir ISO 27001. Okay, sir, we discuss about NIST frameworks. That's also important. How you be detecting, because this is help you out to reduce the risk actually. Then we discuss about I would say wait a second. We discuss about here is also like risk IT framework or risk management simply. Risk management you can say that here. Okay, and then we will going to be that what is organization level, what's the purpose, why do you require, why do you not require, all those things. Okay, things we discuss about here. So the thing is Dan, like how do you align with business strategies? Okay, what is how are you going to doing it, designing it, how we basically providing delivery value through the IT actually. So you think like a company CTO, you are think like a company CISO. Okay, uh, project manager is fine, but I want that if you are doing the CGIT, right, your approach should be company CTO, company CISO level actually. Those person understand the context of the business, understand the business. Once you understand the business, you are basically know that what's the company business, what's the goals, what's the mission of my company, and how do you roll out your IT uh, okay strategies. I would say that here to make sure that providing value to the company, deliver value to your IT. Okay, how you think like Mahesh? What are the different kind of risk associated with this particular company with IT? Example, I have a question that how do you detect the fraud detection in the company right now? Any answers, Daniel?
Sorry, sorry. How what?
How do you detect the fraud detection in the company? Example, like we have different kind of frauds in the banking system, right? How do you detect, how what kind of security controls you can put in your company to make sure that fraud is reduced? Anything you can tell.
By using application, usually we can detect the unusual transaction with certain parameter. We can set. Uh, it depends. We can use by transaction or by through application or with through network with the security infrastructure. How do you mean by tools or by procedures?
Anything you whatever you know, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but by tools, by using application or by using security infrastructure, security tools. By procedure, I mean you can have like uh, EIM, identity access management, or by governing by with IGA, identity governance. Uh,
Mhm, mhm.
yeah,
Okay, okay, yeah, great. Okay, then I understand.
yeah.
Okay, so let's get going discuss about. Okay, so this is why I'm going to asking the question, because it's a part of your risk management. Okay, this is the part of the CGIT basically. Okay, suppose you are the top manager in the company CTO, company CISO, right? And you want to know that, hey Mahesh, what are the basically types of threats in the banking? So mostly you can say financial threats or fraud detection kind of things. You can say that here. So I'm just talking about here like somebody is going to doing it like identity theft. Okay, identity theft basically doing
Yeah.
it. Okay, so yeah, stolen the personal data, because mostly you can find out this kind of attacks very like very what occasionally you can start here like somebody gonna using this ID and password kind of things, and you can he's gonna using it personal data stolen and open the accounts and access frauds you can doing it. Okay, so this is the one thing you can start here. Second thing is like account takeover. Okay, sir. Like
Yes.
okay, so the criminals gain the unauthorized access on the user account. like you can see the, okay. And the third thing is like card, okay, like credit card or debit card fraud, you can say here, doing it actually. Okay, they're going to stolen the card, okay, and doing online transactions. You can see that lots of debit card, credit card basically are stolen and they're gonna using it. Okay, then we have another one is phishing and social engineering attacks. So right now I'm talking about all those different kind of okay attacks on the banking system example. Okay, I'm just providing to you. And then we have some this is if you consider phishing attacks and social engineering attacks. And suppose you are working, so we have some insider attacks. Okay, insider attacks basically you can simply say that uh, fraud conducted by the employees itself. Okay, in the banking, employee is going to be doing some fraud kind of things. Okay, so we have also like money laundering. Okay, money laundering kind of attacks you can set here. Okay, okay, so this is I remember basically. So that is the kind of attacks. Okay, so if I'm talking about like real-time transaction fraud detection in the company, we have some real-time okay scenario. I can say that here like user suddenly initiates 10 right transfer at midnight to overseas accounts basically. So you can see that here 10 oversight transactions, or you can say transfer the money in the midnight. Okay, 10 transactions you can say that here, which is highly money transactions you can say that here. So it's a abnormal. Okay, it's abnormal activity you can set here. So your AI model, like okay, machine learning model detects the unusual behavior and flagged as for manual review actually. So right now, what happened? Daniel, the transactions are blocked. Okay, or it's going to be challenging via OTP in the midnight. Somebody trying to be access the money more than 10 times transaction he can doing it. So that's kind of the unusual behavior by the particular person. So it should be the transaction can be blocked and challenged via OTP. You can set here. Okay, so like you can set new account fraud, you can set here, or insider threats, you can set here, like employee access VIP accounts, data transfer hours, you can set here, and then ATM based lots of frauds, you can set that here. Okay, same card used in 2 cities within the 10 minutes, right? That's also the card attacks you can set here, and anti-money laundering you can set here. So we have different kind of attacks, my dear, and we're going to preventing it. This all those different kind of defense we are doing it. So as a company CTO, as a CGIT, you need to understand what are the attacks patterns and how do you detect and how do you prevent actually. Make sense? So this is what we have discussed about. Okay, so how do you managing your company? I will already suggest to you that IT point of view, how do you providing some direction? Okay, so we have company vision goals, whatever we have, so that how do you directing all those things and how do you supporting to your teammates? That is what about the CGIT is talking about all those things. Then CGIT ISACA provides a globally recognized CGIT certification through which candidates can develop and successful career in IT and governance. You can have here. ISACA has served the professional community for more than 50 years. Okay, so that is more than 50 years. You can have here. So, sir, this is the best fit for me. Okay, introduction about the certification. So it's designed for professionals who want to expand their skills related to the IT enterprise governance. So right now you are the PMO project management, doing it, managing the IT, and you have lots of experience. So this is for you, Daniel, so that you can easily understand about IT enterprise governance. And it is basically leads to an increase the productivity with the optimum efficiency. So whatever you're doing it, your team is doing it, okay, so you want to maximum output you want to getting it. That's what it's all about. Maximum productivity you want to getting it. Okay. And empowers you to handle the governance of an entire organization. Okay. So how do you handle the mm, governance in the company kind of things? So sir, we have talking about some certifications like test and individual knowledge and applications, and then companies prefer CGIT in today's job trends in mostly you can say here is a requirement. Sir, then what is the basically requirement of the CGI certifications? So up for apply. So I would say that here 5 years experience in advisor management or oversee role do you have, and experience in the minimum of any two CGIT domains you can set here, advisory management or oversee role you can set here, and 1 year experience in enablement, establishment and management you can set here. So that
So
is what the
so
requirement is
so
all about.
if I as a project manager or as a PMO, is that I'm eligible for this?
Yes, yes, sure, 100%.
Okay.
Because you are managing the company IT infrastructure. Okay, first thing. And second things, you are managing the team.
Yeah.
And third,
I'm eligible for this, right?
yes, yes, definitely, sir, definitely. You have
Okay.
fantastic experience. You are liable for the same, and I definitely provide the things you should go to the CGIT. That's a very very demanding and very important certifications for your career growth. Actually, I would say.
Okay.
So then we have some successfully passing the examination, submitting CGIT application to ISACA, okay, and adherence to the code of professional ethics and maintain CGIT certifications with participating in the CP programs. I will going to provide like the ISO data standards, okay. So that's what the things go further. So sir, if you are a ISACA, you going to going for your certification program, right? So you're just going to download CGIT application form and official ISACA website. Okay, then you should be going to the complete and submit the application with 5 years. Okay, what your experience should be. Required experience must be within 10 years before the application date. Okay, so you can provide your experience letter. Okay, if they required. Okay, they will require submit